G'day punters, the round 15 version of Tab set of 6. Laurie, Daley's filling in for Anthony Minichello, who's still celebrating the Blues win, I think, Mini.
Yeah, I think he is. He's been stuck over there in Perth, made his way to Adelaide, but I love coming off the interchange bench. That's what I used to do my best work, Gerard.
Well, let's get straight into tackle one there, and this is the grand final rematch again. The Storm and the Roosters at Adelaide Oval. Now, 4 of the past 5 encounters between these two decided by 3 or less. Going to be a cracker, Loz.
Yeah, I think it will be. I really like how these teams match up. They've got that rivalry, of course, for playing in the grand final. You look at Melbourne Storm, they've got a tremendous forward pack. That's where they're beaten up in the grand final. Cameron Smith's had a 2-week break, so that's an advantage for the Melbourne Storm. But the Sydney Roosters, when you've got a team with Tedesco in it, you've got a team with Latrell Mitchell, and then you've got the conductor in Cooper Cronk. They've got plenty of strike in the football team. Joey Manu has played some terrific football this year, but they've got to win the battle in the middle of the field, and I think they can do that over the Storm.
Okay, so you're with the Roosters there. They're $1.95. Storm slight favourites. I mean, the Storm, this was the year they were going to just drop down a bit. Not the case. Here they are on top of the ladder.
You know what? I reckon I've been saying that about the Storm for the last 4 or 5 years. He's done a remarkable job, Craig Bellamy, just to be able to rejuvenate the list. They've lost some quality players, but they replace them with players. They come in and do their job. And again, he's one of the better coaches the game's ever seen.
Second tackle. Let's go to the Newcastle-Brisbane game. This one 5:30 Saturday. 5th v 12th, only 4 points separating them. Crucial game for the Broncos then.
They were terrible against Parramatta in the
awful.
lead up to Origin 2. And Anthony Seibold gave his team a spray after the game. He said that their minds weren't on the job. A lot of their players, their focus was on State of Origin football. Now, we know that Origin will be selected after this game on the weekend, but I reckon after the rev they received of their coach, they'll be pretty fired up to do well. Newcastle, on the other hand, are at home. They've got a very good side. David Clemmer looks like playing, so
maybe
that's a big
Aiden
inclusion.
Guerra as well.
Aiden Guerra off the interchange bench, so they're starting to get a bit of experience back. But again, it'll be up to their forwards to lay a platform for Ponga and Mitchell Pearce.
Who wins?
I like Newcastle at home. I don't think there'll be much in it. I think that Brisbane are certainly good value, but I reckon the home ground advantage just suits Newcastle.
Tackle 3, bin or win time. We're going to focus on outsiders. Can they knock off the favourites? Seems to be enhanced at Origin time. Firstly, the Titans. Can they beat Manly? They did beat Manly pretty comfortably at Brookie a few weeks ago. Binning the Titans there. What about the Cowboys? Can they beat the Dragons in Wollongong?
Bin.
2 bins. The Panthers heading across the ditch to New Zealand looking for 5 straight against the Warriors, the last team to beat them.
Double bin.
Gee, we're binning everything. The first game of the round, the Tigers at Bankwest against Souths. Can they win it around the 260 quote?
Bin.
Favourites round according to Loz. There you go. Adam Reynolds back for the Bunnies as well. So 4 from 4 in the bin. Okay, well, let's get into your same game multi then. You're going to stick with that first game of the round at Bankwest between the Tigers and the Bunnies here.
Yeah, I'm going to go with South Sydney to win. I am going to go with Cody Walker to score a try. I think he'll be looking to play well and try and force his way into the Origin team for game 3. And I also think it'll be a defence-orientated game. So I think there'll be under 38.5 points in total in the match.
Interesting looking at this matchup. 9 of the past 10 between those two sides have been 13-plus results, regardless of who's won. And they've lost 3 of the past 4 to the Bunnies. All those 3 defeats by big margins there, the Tigers. But let's now go to player watch, and we're going to look at the Canterbury Cronulla game on Sunday afternoon and its Origin repercussions. Firstly, Wade Graham back, and what a performance. Does he play in the halves of New South Wales if he has a big performance here in the back row, of course, for the Sharks?
Oh, he wouldn't be my number 6 for State of Origin. I think the selectors may be leaning towards him playing there, given he played so well in Origin 2. I think they need to go with a specialist number 6. So for mine, it's either Jack Whiten to play 6, or you bring in a guy like Mitchell Pearce to play in the halves with James Maloney.
So he has to make a statement in that match as Dylan Napa didn't get huge minutes for Queensland the other night. Wants a big game for the Dogs there.
Yeah, he got an opportunity to start, and as you quite rightly mentioned, he didn't make an impact. Now, he's a better player than that, but he needs to show something. He needs to be more aggressive with his carries. We know he can be aggressive in defence, but it's all about his carries because Queensland needs some go forward. They didn't have it the other night. Their outside backs couldn't see any ball, and unless they improve, they won't be winning game 3.
Golden point time, 6th last tackle. Best bet of the round, Loz. Where are you going here?
I'm going for an individual, and that is Latrell Mitchell to score a try.
Still the most talked about player in the game at the moment.
Yeah, well, you know what, Gerard? I reckon given he missed out on State of Origin selection, and he would have been confident that he would have made that team. It would have been a kick in the bum to him. So I reckon he's gone away, thought about it, and he will be ready to make a statement against the Melbourne Storm on Friday night.
So you would have him in the side for Game 3?
Look, I'd pick him. I think he's an absolute superstar.
I'm going to stick with a bet that's been very good to me in the last 2 weeks, in fact, both for Manly and the Blues. Tommy Turbo to score, Manly to win. It's a winning formula. Let's go again, Tommy. He's on fire, isn't he? Getting $3.50 for that. They just got to beat the Titans, but he is, I'll tell you what, you talk about other players being $1 million players, he's got to be one as well.
Well, you build a premiership around Tom Trbojevic, and I'll guarantee you at the end of his career, he would have won a premiership. He's too good a player not to win a competition. He and his brother just make that Manly team so much more formidable, and you've just got to see the impact that he has on every game that he plays. He did it in the lead up to State of Origin against the Dragons for Manly, and then in Origin 2. Outstanding.
Well, we went into Golden Point there, full time, Loza. Great to have you on. You've won again, and we'll have you on again, I think.
We'll see you next time, champion.
See you, Loz. Don't forget to catch us on the Tab blog. Check out the words, tips. Good luck, punters. See you next week.